Good morning on day 57. I am out here doing my morning outdoor walk. Hello guys, another beautiful evening and another walk. Good morning on day 60. I took the dog out with me for a little bit this morning. He tapped out, so I'm finishing out my walk by myself. I might actually be back to walking the dog a little more this week, so we'll see how that works out. Right after work, I have an errand I need to run, so I have some additional snacks to tide me over. Hey guys, it's late at night now, and I am doing my second workout. This is the book that I am currently reading. I've picked the last few books without much research. Basically, my decision was based on what was available in the library on the day I went. Aside from that first book I read during 75 Hard, which was just meh for me, the last few books were actually pretty thought-provoking. Each one has had more or less practical advice and different exercises to try to implement that advice. And a lot of it I had found quite interesting. My only qualm has been that I just feel so pressed for time every day that I'm really not getting all I'd like to out of these books. For one, the way things work out in my schedule is that reading is something I do at the end of the day, usually once I'm in bed like today. At that point, I am exhausted, and by the time I get to page 10, my eyes are closing. Forget about giving the exercises a fair shot, or many days any shot. I really wish I could dedicate maybe a good half hour every day with no distractions to focus on the reading and still have a little bit of time to reflect. I'm also not the biggest fan of the schedule of reading 10 pages a day, although I understand it is meant to keep you on track and to actually go back and do reading every day. I would much prefer to focus on the book in sections, whether that's a chapter or part of a chapter. Sometimes I would just prefer to stop when I come to a natural endpoint, or once I come across something I'd really like to reflect on a little bit more, and not have to just start another section or 2 pages into a new chapter just to stop, because that's where the 10 pages end. And I know the 10 pages aren't a hard and fast rule. No one says you can't read more than 10 pages. It's supposed to be just at least 10 pages. But a lot of these books seem to have the information divided into these more bite-sized pieces with short sections, with perhaps a question or a little exercise at the end to allow you to really absorb the information you just read. And many times those sections are a little less than 10 pages. Personally, I'd love to spend a little more time reading and even working through a longer chapter or 2 sections in one go with a little break in between. But honestly, I just feel so spread thin every day that I'm running around and trying to hit all the main points of life every day without really having the time and energy to savor it. I honestly think that once 75 Hard is over, I will be going back to a couple of these books and going through them once more at my own pace to really get as much as I can out of them. I just had one of those mini pizzas, and then I went into the app to update my calories for the day, and so far all I'm up to is 911. No wonder I was feeling hungry. So for my after dinner snack, because I'm craving something sweet, I'm going to have the second half of this protein bar from yesterday's snack and one of my protein muffins.
Good morning on day 62. The dog is joining me on part of my walk today, but I'm sure he won't last the whole 45 minutes.
I wasn't feeling like yogurt this morning, so I had this protein bar. I had half of it for breakfast, and then I munched on it throughout the day as my snack. I did bring a nectarine that I thought would be my snack at work, but I didn't have that. Maybe I'll eat that later. I went on a little shopping spree. As you can see, I was definitely craving some ice cream. It is getting really hot here. These were on sale, and they'll make some good treats. I did also stop by a small farmer's market on my way back from work. Unfortunately, they did not have any strawberries, which are in season now, so I did pick up some lettuce and some radishes for the week. On my way from work, I picked up some lunch. This is definitely a lot of fried food, and I don't plan on eating all of it, considering that for breakfast and snack at work, I only had that one protein bar. I'm still pretty low for calories today. It was a tough day at work, and I definitely need a pick-me-up. And since I can't have a nice rum and coke with lime, here we are. Hi guys, I am now out for my second workout of the day. I am going to see a friend's kids play today. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I didn't make it. I am not having the best couple of days, and today was really hard. So I'm being very kind to myself and taking it easy. On my walk, I have brought a little treat. Hey guys, it's the next day now. I am sitting down to edit this past week's video, and I didn't really wrap up yesterday at all. So last night I went to one of my friends' kids' school play, which was surprisingly good for their age. And then after the performance, we got together at the friend's house with a few more of the girls and had an awesome time just sitting around, munching on snacks and catching up. I can't believe how much I've missed these types of get-togethers. But it's hard now with everybody having families and lives and jobs and, everything. I have to say that I was really bummed yesterday because I'm not drinking alcohol, and I could have really used a drink yesterday because I had all those fried foods in the afternoon after work. I wasn't really hungry in the evening. I had a few crackers with some hummus and some grapes and one little lonely piece of cheese. Even though I wasn't hungry, you know how it is when you're sitting in front of a table full of snacks. You just mindly reach for something. So technically I didn't need all those extra snacks. But in the end, it was all good because I still came in under my calorie goal for the day. It's now less than 2 weeks till the end of the 75 hard, and I am super excited for that. I've already made plans with all of my friends to go out for drinks and french fries. It'll be interesting how I feel after that first week and how many pounds I gain back. I guess we'll see, but it will surely be a celebration. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to keep up with my struggles, please like and subscribe and come back next week for more.